Hi guys, the Cocktail Gamer here, and today I'm going to show you a minor attack strategy that can be used effectively against Townhall 9s and Townhall 10s. It can easily 3-star any Townhall 9 base as well as mostly 2-star or even 3-star Townhall 10 bases if you have high level heroes and max level 3 miners for Townhall 10. It can also be used against Townhall 11 bases, but it is not very effective since the Eagle Artillery does tons of shockwave damage to the miners that always group together. And now I'm going to show you the first replay. It was against a Townhall 10 that had recently become Townhall 10 because he is having buildings of Townhall 9, buildings upgraded to the max level of Townhall 9. And now this attack strategy uses 4 wizards. You can change the amount of wizards as you wish. 3 wall breakers, 3 archers, and 35 miners along with the heroes. Now you can change the amount of miners. You can increase the amount of miners if you want, and you can decrease the amount of miners and increase the amount of wizards. You can change it as you wish, but this is a standard that I like to keep. Now the main aim of this attack strategy right here is to make a funnel for your miners using your heroes and your wizards. Now I'll deploy my heroes here and show you how. So I've deployed my Archer Queen and my Barbarian King along with the wizards to help in funneling. Now we need to clear up as much of the side resource buildings as possible to make space for the miners to go in towards the town hall. The more damage you do, the more easier it becomes for you miners to destroy whatever is left. Let your heroes destroy whatever's at the side. By the way, I also use 5 heal spells and 1 freeze spell for this attack strategy. You can change this. You can change the amount of spells. Like you can use 1 or 2 raid spells instead of these much heal spells. But the main aim in this attack strategy is to keep your miners as long alive as possible, which is why I use so many heal spells. Now I am putting the miners. When your hero's health becomes less, or when your heroes die, you can deploy the miners. And whenever you counter a lot of splash attackers, be sure to use a heal spell because they get a lot of damage from the heal spells. And you need to try to keep your miners in the base as long as possible. Some miners are going out, which may be frustrating sometimes, but you need to keep them in as long as possible. Also try to efficiently deploy your spells by thinking where the miners will next go, and deploy the spells where most of your miners are present so that most of them can take the benefit from the spells. So as you can see, they do take a lot of damage from the giant bombs as well. You can use the freeze spell to finish any heroes that come in your path or the clan castle troops very easily, but beware that this attack strategy cannot defend against clan castle troops, especially aerial ones, because miners do not target aerial aerial troops, which can be a problem sometimes. But you can increase the amount of wizards as told before, and then you can attack with this strategy. As you can see, we've got 100% and 3 stars on this almost Townhall 10 attack strategy. I mean on this almost Townhall 10 attack base. Now I'll show you the second replay. All these replays are done by me, and my heroes are not that highly upgraded, which is why some attack strategies may not be 100%. But if you have heroes that are higher levels or max level miners that are level 3 miners, according to Townhall 10 the level 3 miners are max. If you have those, then you can easily finish off Townhall 10 buildings. Now this was another Townhall 9 building with an impressive design, and I'm going to show you how I did this too. And in this attack strategy, I changed the strategy a little bit, like I decreased the amount of miners and put in 2 healers so that the funneling might be a little more effective, as the Archer Queen and Barbarian King die very fast. So I put 2 healers to support them and keep them alive as long as possible. Just as your heroes start to take damage, you can deploy the healers. You can also deploy the Barbarian King after the Archer Queen takes out the outer building, so that your Barbarian King targets the wall. Put the wall breakers next, and so that the Barbarian King can break in, and then just use his ability like I've used here. The archers are very effective. They provide a lot of healing, and especially the Archer Queen's special ability. As you can see, she killed the Barbarian King, and she's still alive because of the healers. That Expo is doing some pretty good damage to her, and now she dies. Just as she dies, you can put the miners. I tried to place the to deploy the miners in such a way that they go towards the middle of the base, but because of my low level heroes, the heroes did not completely sweep the outer buildings, which is why the miners were misdirected. So now, as you can see here, the top miners are more in number than the bottom miners, which is why I decided to only give spells to my top miners. This is how you plan, because it's just a wastage of spells if you give to a less amount of miners. If my heroes were more upgraded, then it would have been easier for the miners to finish everything what's left, because we would have gone in the base faster. As you can see, we need a lot of heal spells for this attack strategy, because we need to keep the miners as long alive as possible. Now these wizard towers will do a lot of damage to my miners. That's the problem. Splash attackers are this attack strategy's weakness. Now these remaining miners will try to take on the remaining defenses. Another problem of miners is that when they encounter storages, then it becomes extremely hard for them to break through, because if there's a splash attacker along with the storage, then the defense is pretty effective against the miners, because the miners start to target the storage, and because of the storage having high hit points, the miners do not break it in time, and the splash attacker can do a lot of damage. Now I'm going to show you the third replay that was against a town hall cannon, a proper town hall cannon. And I use the same attack strategy. You can also change this attack strategy if you have high level heroes, like if you have 35 or 30 plus Archer Queen and Barbarian King, mostly Archer Queen, then you can try to practice an Archer Queen walk along with the miners. That is by training 5 to 6 healers, along with the remaining troops can be miners or the wizards, as you wish for better funneling. And then when just deploy the Archer Queen and then support her with healers. When she does about 30 to 40% damage, or she breaks through half of the base and becomes easier to go towards the town hall, just deploy the miners to finish off what's left behind. But because that I don't have higher level heroes, I didn't have any replays for that Archer Queen walk, so I'll just support her with two healers. And keep one thing in mind, that whenever you're fighting against a Town Hall 10 or Town Hall 11 base, you need to it's better to target someone that has single targeted infernos, because then it becomes extremely easier for your miners. If the infernos are multi-targeted, then they can target a lot of miners at a point, and it becomes even more deadlier than the splash attackers, especially if they have when they have a lot of range and they're fully upgraded. As you can see, my archer queen and barbarian king have died, so I'm putting my miners. There was a space in his base, which is where I'm putting the miners in. My miners were taking a lot of damage, so I put the heal spell to support them. Now there's this inferno tower, multiple target inferno tower. That's a mistake I did, and you will see later this replay how much damage it does. It's better to attack someone that has single target in inferno. The freeze spell also comes pretty handy over here. You can use the poison spell as well, but I prefer this freeze because it has an effect on the buildings as well, not only troops and heroes. As you can see, the inferno is doing a pretty much damage to my miners, and because of the inferno, my right hand sided miners are destroyed. Only my left hand sided miners are remaining because the inferno was targeting the right hand side miners. Even the healers supporting the miners, this can be used for when you're doing the archer queen attack as well. The healers can heal the miners as well. As you can see, the miners did not target the town hall, which is why we did not get a 2-star. Otherwise we would have gotten 2-star as well as a 70%. But this was a 1-star and a decent amount of percentage. If you would have had high level heroes or level 3 miners, and it would have been even easier. So that's it. This is an attack strategy against Town Hall 9 and Town Hall 10. It can be used against Town Hall 11 as well. I prefer it more for resource farming because its attack strategy uses less elixir, only 3 lakh, as well as no dark elixir. So it can be used for dark elixir farming as well. So it's very good for new Town Hall 10s that want to upgrade their buildings and research as much as possible in the early stages, so that it becomes easier for them. They can use this attack strategy. It's not very effective in clan wars. You can use it in clan wars too, but if you have high level heroes, then it will be more effective in taking out bases with 3 stars. So this is the attack strategy. I hope you like the video. Please like, subscribe for more videos, and please comment down below what you want to see later on, so that I can upload that content.